Hi, I'm doing a southbound Appalachian Trail through hike this year, 2014, and I just wanted to give you guys a little look at my gear that I've got. And I think for the most part, I've got pretty much all of it. I've got a few things that are not here, and a couple of like the smaller little pieces like knives and toiletries and things like that. Not yet, received. I do not have my stove right now. It's just a tuna can alcohol stove, no holes in it or anything like that, and the base that it's on is utility mesh, and it's not pretty, so I'm not showing it. So first of all, let me just go over my clothes. I have a Marmot Precip jacket, and that's my windbreaker and raincoat as well. But primarily, it's just a windbreaker and something for me to put on when I keep warm at night, or like after I finish up hiking and I'm doing camp things. And then I've got an icebreaker merino wool top, 260 grade or whatever, and they say merino wool is good at like keeping you cool and regulating your temperature and keeping you warm, and it's supposed to be a base layer because it reduces smell. So I have that. And it's alright for keeping warm. It really works well with the windbreaker to keep you warmer. And I probably won't need it that much, but who knows? Nighttime gets pretty chilly, and I've heard of people getting sick and almost hypothermic from like wind and rain in the middle of summer. So I have those two. And then I also have this just an acrylic athletic top, crew neck long sleeve, and then this is a wool blend running zip top long sleeve. And these are all long sleeve because I don't want to have to deal with mosquitoes and bugs and bug repellent and things like that. It'll probably still be a problem, but I'm not very much into bug spray. So this is the only pair of pants that I have right now, and it's just a pair of like spandex running tights, close around the ankle for bugs and stuff like that. And I think I'm gonna add a pair of lightweight running shorts to that, and that'll be my pants. Here I have a buff neck gaiter, head gaiter, net headband. It's the UV protection one too, so it's really good for the summer. And then just a regular sports bra. My school hat, baseball cap, good for the rain, to keep the water out of my eyes. Bear bag, rope, and here's like my hygiene kit. This is my hammock. It's £1, and that's just the hammock and the mosquito net. I still have to get some straps from Lowe's and probably a carabiner because I don't really want to mess with all those knots and things like that. I just want it to be easy. This is my water filtration system. It came with like this stuff, and I don't think I'm going to use that. But this is the cleaning plunger, and this is the actual filter itself. It's 2 ounces for this filter, and it can filter supposedly something like 100,000 liters or something like that. I don't know. It's an awful lot of water that can be filtered, so I can use it the entire trip. And what I like about this is it's basically like a life straw, but shorter and more lightweight and more effective. And this part right here, this end, you can screw it onto any normal sized water bottle and just fill up the water bottle and drink right out of it. So this is my cook set, and I got the GSI Minimalist, which is anodized aluminum halolite, and this is the cozy, and this is the actual aluminum, and it's a really good size, good enough for me for like a meal or whatever. They say the stomach is the size of your fist, and my fist fits in here pretty dang well. So it's supposed to be like 2 cups or 0.6 liters, and I think it was a good deal out of everything that I looked at for cook sets, because I looked at a lot of Snow Peak and a lot of titanium, and I was really looking at the Snow Peak hybrid sets for Solo and Trail. I mean, once I found Solo, I found the Trail one, and Solo is 0.8 liter titanium cup pot, and then it has a silicone cozy and a silicone top, and it was like something like $20 more, almost like twice the price of this. And then it weighs about the same, pretty much. And then the Trail one for Snow Peak is a hybrid version of their 3-piece set, which is a wide base pot, not like a cup sort of mug, but like a wide base pot, a sort of jelly bowl to like replace the metal bowl inside, and then a metal lid / fry pan. And I was kind of really tempted by that, and it was only like $5 more. But in the end, I decided I didn't need all of that. I'm just gonna go for something light. And I bought this because I saw it on YouTube. This one man who had suggested it as an alternative lid for the minimalist, and it is a Sea to Summit X mug, and it's about the same capacity as the GSI Soloist itself. So you double your capacity and you get a cup, and I was already planning on having a cup in there. I thought I might put a styrofoam cup in there, but it's kind of short, so I don't think it would have been able to fit. So I'm glad I got this, and it fits really snugly on top of this. So you can create a seal and cook your food a lot faster. And I like that better than the sippy cup lid that they have for the minimalist. It is a bit heavier, but that's fine. And I think I'm also going to make an aluminum lid so that I can try and do like a mini Dutch oven with this. Might not work, but I'm going to try anyway. And I like having the option of trying and maybe failing. That doesn't matter too much to me though. This is the pot grabber. Apparently it can get pretty hot, and even with this pot grabber, it can be pretty bad. People say you should pour away. And this is the infamous Foon. If you've seen anything about the GSI, then you know that most people think this thing is weak and a piece of shit and not very useful. And I haven't given it a try. It's still got the plastic on it, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get like some chopsticks or something. So next is my hiking poles. Every time I go out, I usually use a stick, but I decided for this trip I would use hiking poles, and I went with the Black Diamond Z pole. It's a trekking pole, I think. Long distance trekking pole. Yeah, they're really cool, and it's supposed to have quick deploy. It's not as quick when you're doing it with one hand, but it's pretty decent. So it's really cool. I like it. For the weight and for the collapsed length, which is just, I think it's a little over a foot in length when it's collapsed. I haven't looked at the stats in a little bit. And the price. For the price and the length and the weight, this was a really great buy for me. $100 and really lightweight, and collapses really, really small. So I'm happy that I got it. Yeah, there it goes. And it comes with this like interesting little carry case. So this is my sleeping bag, and I'm just really impressed by how small it packs down. It's really lightweight too, but I mean not as light as some of the more expensive sleeping bags. This one was on sale, and I went with the short one. It's a 20-degree bag, so it'll probably be pretty hot. I was sleeping over at this one lady's house, and she had her thermostat set to like 70. It was incredibly hot, but you can cool yourself down. You can't warm yourself up so easily in the wild. So I'll be fine with that over the summer. I'm just going to keep that with me. And actually what I'm going to do is, because of the backpack that I have is a frameless pack, they recommend you take your sleeping bag and use that to fluff it up and give structure to the bag. And I know when I used my sleeping bag in my backpack, it was sort of just like moving around because it's a 70-liter backpack and it was a lot of room. So I'm gonna take the food bag and I'm gonna make it my. I'm gonna take the sleeping bag. Bag. It's a really nice bag. I don't think it's waterproof or anything like that, but all my stuff is gonna be sealed anyway, and I'm gonna use this as my food bag. And what I like about it is it's got this like flap on the inside to keep all of your stuff from coming out. So it's a really nice bag, and I'm going to use that for my food bag. So like I said, I have a frameless backpack, and that is the torso length egg crate sit pad / sleeping pad that I have for the frame. And this is the backpack itself. It's a Gossamer Gear G4, which is like the granddaddy of all backpacks, or backpacking backpacks. And it's a 70-liter bag, like I said. It's frameless, and it's for the size, for the weight, for the price. You can't really beat it. I mean, Gossamer Gear also has some really nice ones, some of the more updated ones people like to go with a lot. I think there's one called the Whisper or something like that, the Murmur or something. But I figured, why not go with the tried and true original. And then I also have this as my pack cover. It is a poncho. It is my original rain protection, and it works really well when it's warm and wet outside. Absolutely fantastic ventilation. Your shins get wet, but really, who cares? So that's going to be my pack cover. I'm also bringing it as like backup rain protection in case I want to use it instead of my marmot. These are the shoes that I'm going to be using. Yes, there's a pair of toe shoes. These are my primary ones. They're probably going to get beat up and ruined and torn up, and they're just some Vibram 5-fingers. I don't know what generation or anything like that, but I took them out hiking, and that seemed to do fine. I stubbed my toes a lot, so I know my feet are going to get beat up, but I figured from the very start that my feet are going to be beat up. So I'm fine with that. They look really nifty with like the reflectors and things on them. I think it's like something like 400 miles you can get out of a pair of shoes. So we'll see if after 400 miles in these I can't switch to like some sandals and maybe be very comfortable in those. So last time I went out, I had a pair of I had these to like switch into when my feet got too bruised and worn out from wearing these. And they do get bruised because you can feel all the rocks and things, which is totally normal. I mean, you should feel the rocks and things when you're climbing a mountain. So I put these on, and actually, with all the cushioning and how lovely it was, it felt like I was walking on marshmallows. So I have those to switch out with, and I think for camp shoes, I'm just going to get a pair of Crocs. I don't normally wear Crocs, except for when I go home and I slip on my dad's. But I've seen them a lot on other people's things, and I think I'd like to wear them more than I would flip-flops. Well, we'll see if I do flip-flops or not, because I usually do flip-flops. Excuse me. So that's my gear that I have right now. I'm missing a few of the odds and ends. One thing I am missing is a tarp. And I'm going to order a piece of Tyvek from online and use that as tarp. They have some really nice Tyvek. So that should be it. All that's left really is, I guess, to do like a shakedown hike and pack my first food bag and worry about transportation and things like that. So yeah, this is my stuff. I did a lot of research into it, and I have tried out some of it before, And I guess I just decided to do that because I feel like I've pretty much gathered all my things except for my gaiters and a couple of my shelter final things. So that's it. See you on the trail.